Yes. Now again, now the next problem that we are going to discuss, that is based on the deciding the rent. So a building is constructed at a cost of rupees 10 lakh on a plot of 100 meter square area. What is the area which has been given? 100 meter square. Fix the monthly rent of this property from the following data. Okay, so we have to fix the monthly rent for this particular property. Rate of land is given as 100 per meter square. Return expected on the land and buildings is equals to 6%. Life of building is given as 60 years. Then scrap value is mentioned as 10% of the construction cost. Other outgoings are 20% of the gross rent. So this is the data which has been given. Now we have to fix the rent per month for such problem. Okay, now how to calculate the how to decide the rent for such problems. So cost of land is given, that comes as a building, cost of land that comes as 100 multiplied by area, that is 100 is nothing but the area and 100 is nothing but the rate. Okay, so if you go with the problem again, I will use on the pointer. Yes, if you go with the problem, a building is constructed at a cost of rupees 10 lakh, so that is nothing but cost of construction, for the building on a plot of 100 meter square area. So area of the plot is 100 meter square. Cost of construction required is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, rate of land is 100 rupees, 100 per meter square. So cost of land equals to 100, that is nothing, meter square area multiplied by rate is given as 100 rupees per meter square. So 100 multiplied by 100, that comes as rupees 10,000. Then cost of construction they have mentioned is rupees 10 lakh. Okay, rupees 10 lakh. There are six zeros, I think. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yes, 10 lakh rupees. So cost of construction is rupees 10 lakh. So total cost of building plus land equals to 10 lakh plus 10,000, that is 10 lakh 10,000 rupees. Then what he expects, that owner expects a net return of 6% on the land as well as on the buildings. So on the land and building, he expects 6% net return. What is the total cost for land and buildings? That is 10 lakh 10,000 rupees. So 6% of 10 lakh 10,000 rupees, that comes as 60,600 rupees. 60,000 and 6,000 rupees. Now what we have to discuss, we have to decide the rate per month. Okay, rate per month, that is what we have to decide. So for deciding rate per month, what we are expecting or what we suggest to do, so we are going to assume, let x be the gross rent per annum, as gross rent is not given in this particular problem. So we are going to assume the gross rent as X. Other outgoings are 20%. They have mentioned here. Other outgoings are 20% of the gross rent. Gross rent we have assumed as X. So 20% of X, that comes as 0.2X. So what is the formula? Simple formula we are using. Gross rent equals to, or gross income equals to, net rent or net return plus outgoings. So gross income we have assumed as X. Outgoings are 0.2 of X, that is 20% of gross rent, plus net return is nothing but expected return on land and building we have determined, that comes as 60,600 rupees. So if you solve this equation, you will get the gross rent or gross income, that comes as 75,750 rupees per year. So this is nothing but the gross income per year, 75,750 rupees. If you divide it by 12, you will get the monthly gross rate. So this is again then some new variety of the problems for you. You can take note this particular problem in your notebook also. I will just give 3 minutes. Please do it fast. Please put it down in your notebook. Okay, let's move towards the next problem. I think you have noted it. Uh, Next problem: a property gives a monthly rent of rupees 4,000. The outgoings are sinking fund installment rupees 1,000 per annum, repair cost rupees 10,000, other outgoings 20% of the gross income. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate the capitalized value if the rate of interest of bank is 9%. Only one rate they have mentioned, rate of interest on the cost of construction, not the sinking fund rate of interest they have mentioned, only single rate. So it's a problem of single year's purchase or single YP. Okay, as only one rate of interest is mentioned. Okay, there is small trick to identify if there are two rate of interest. Definitely, it is being clearly stated one rate of interest belongs to the cost of construction and another rate of interest is belongs to the sinking fund. Okay, so if there are two rate of interest which are being mentioned in the problem, please read it carefully. That gives you idea. Yes, it's a problem of dual year purchase, that is dual rate years purchase. So we have to use the different formulas for the YP. Okay, calculation of the YPs. Now in this problem we have to calculate the capitalized value, CV. We have to find it out. What data we are having? First is monthly rate we are having. So monthly rent is rupees 4,000. So annual income, can you able to derive? Yes. Annual income from the rent equals to 4,000 multiplied by 12. Okay, so that comes as 48,000 rupees. 4,000 रुपये महिन्याला इन्कम आहे, म्हणजे वर्षाला किती झालं? 12,48,000 रुपये एक प्रतिवर्षी इन्कम असणार आहे. What is our formula? Net income equals to gross income minus outgoings. ठीक आहे. आता इथं outgoings, here in this problem they have mentioned the all outgoings. The outgoings are rupees 1,000, that is sinking fund installment. Second outgoings is nothing but repair cost, that is rupees 20,000, rupees 10,000, and other outgoings are 20% of the gross income. Now gross income we have derived it. Okay, sorry, gross income we have to derive. Annual income from the rent we have derived. Correct? Yes, that is your gross income. That is rupees 48,000. Okay, so net income, what is the formula we are going to derive? Gross income minus outgoings. Gross income is rupees 48,000. We have derived it. Minus outgoings are 1,000, that is sinking fund installment, minus 10,000 repair cost, minus 20% of the gross income. These other outgoings are there. So 0.2 into 48. So if you do the calculation, the net income that comes as 27,400 rupees. Okay, that is the net income. We have to derive it. After getting the net income, what is the formula to determine the capitalized value? Capitalized value equals to net income into YP. That is the simple formula that one has to use. Capitalized value equals to net income minus, into YP. Now here YP is nothing but years purchase. Now what, for which formula you are going to use? 1 by I or 1 divided by IP plus IC. So if there are two different rate of interest which are been given and which are clearly mentioned, rate of interest on the cost of construction is this, and rate of interest on sinking fund amount is this. Here you have to use the formula YP equals to 1 divided by IP plus IC. But if only single rate of interest is mentioned in the problem, like this problem, rate of interest on the capitalized value is only 9%. Only single rate of interest is there. So it's a single rate years purchase. So here the formula becomes YP equals to 1 divided by I is 0.09 in this case. So YP value comes as 11.11. So put the values of YP and net annual income to get this capitalized value. So capitalized value equals to YP multiplied by net annual income, that comes as 11.11 multiplied by 27,400 rupees. So capitalized value of the property is rupees 3,04,414 rupees. You can check this calculation. So this is the another problem of capitalized value. Okay, please note down this problem. If you face any query, any difficulty in this, please let me know so that I will explain once again. Please respond whether you are getting or not, whether you are finding any difficulty. Please let me know. Please ask me if you're having any queries. You can unmute and you can talk, or you can put it in the chat box also. If you're not getting any single point, please. Otherwise, you can note it down in your notebook. If you have noted, let's move towards the next variety of the problem. Uh, yes. Now, the next problem that we are going to discuss, calculate the value of the property in the form of the go down, which fetches a monthly net rent of rupees 6,000. Owner expects 10% of yield. Okay, so 10% of yield, that means only one single rate of interest is mentioned. Okay, and what is the monthly net rent? It is rupees 6,000. What we have to determine? We have to determine the CV, that is capitalized value. Okay, again use the simple formula. Capitalized value equals to the net income into years purchase. Net income is nothing but rupees 6,000 multiplied by 12, as it is given as monthly net rent of rupees 6,000. So yearly net rent equals to 6,000 multiplied by 12, that comes as 72,000. And YP is 10% yield he is going to expect. So YP is equals to 1 divided by I. If, once again I will repeat, if in the problem there are two rate of interest which are been mentioned, that is rate of interest on the cost of construction and rate of interest on the sinking fund. Our formula for YP becomes YP equals to 1 divided by IP plus IC. So if there are two rate of interest which are being given, then you have to use this formula YP equals to 1 divided by IP plus IC. If single rate of interest is given, you have to use the formula YP equals to 1 divided by I. Please keep the difference in your mind. What is YP here? YP is nothing but rate of interest on the cost of construction, and IC is nothing but sinking fund, rate of interest on sinking fund. Okay, again you have to use the formula to determine this IC. Anyone can tell me the formula to determine IC? How to derive the value of IC? You can put it in the chat box. Formula to determine the value of IC, rate of interest on sinking fund. I will give 2 minutes. Everyone, please go for it. Just give me the answer for this question. Formula to determine the value of IC, that is rate of interest on sinking fund. You can put it in the chat box also. Anyone? Anyone can give me the answer for this? Formula to determine the value of IC, rate of interest on the sinking fund. Yeah, somebody has put. Yes, correct. IC equals to I divided by 1 plus I bracket raised to n minus 1. So that is the formula that you have to derive, and that you have to use to determine the value of IC. Everyone, please be alert. If you haven't started the study of this particular subject, please start it. It's a vast subject you are having, not difficult, but stretch is more. Okay. So please start the study for this particular subject, theoretical as well as for the problems. Okay. Then next simple for problem they have asked, that is nothing but calculate the sinking fund. Please, I hope you are noting down this problem in your notebook. You have noted it. We are proceed for the next one. Calculate the sinking fund for the JCB. Cost of JCB is given as 28 lakh rupees. Life of JCB is given as 10 years. Rate of interest is 6% and 10% is of the scrap value. Okay. So scrap value 10% they have mentioned. What is cost of JCB? It is 28 lakh rupees. So scrap value is 10%. So 10% of 28 lakh, that comes as 2 lakh 80,000 rupees. Okay, so that is the value of scrap value. Then what is the sinking fund? S equals to the original cost minus scrap value. Original cost is 28 lakh minus scrap value is 2 lakh 80,000. So S is nothing but 2 lakh 52,000. Okay. Then next is we have to determine the sinking fund. So what is the formula to determine the sinking fund? Sinking fund equals to SI divided by 1 plus I bracket raised to n minus 1. Okay. So S is given as 2 lakh 52 thousand. Then or I is nothing but 6%, that is 0.06 divided by 1 plus I is nothing but again 0.06. Uh, Life of the structure is given as n equals to 10 years, so n equals to 10 minus 1, so S equals to 19 lakh 11 sorry 19 lakh 1187 rupees. So that is the again next simple problem they have asked for the, here it is asked for total 4 marks. Okay. So some problems of this nature also they are going to ask you in your examination. I hope you will understand it much better. So again, few more variety we are going to discuss in our upcoming few lectures. But before that, one important part that I am going interested to share with everyone. For answer, symbol exchanges to I, because this is not the sinking fund; it's annual installment. Yeah, it may be the typing mistake. It's annual sinking fund annual installment. Okay, so use any note. It's not like that. As I said earlier, uh, somebody is having the habit of writing only capital I. Somebody is having the fond of writing SI also. S suffix small I, that also indicates the annual sinking fund installment. Okay, so use the notations being which has been there. Which clarifies your idea. Generally, capital I you can use it, or capital S small suffix small I. Again, that notation also you can use it. Okay, uh, it is just a small typing mistake they have made. Okay, so I hope now this is clear to you. Now, the before proceeding towards the next category of the problems, one important part I want to share with everyone. Okay, I think my screen is visible to everyone. Nah? I will just minimize this. Are you able to see my screen, home screen of the computer? I think everybody can see my home screen. Okay. Now here I'm using the pointer. Okay. Here, why I'm showing the home screen, because now we are going to conclude the syllabus in just one lecture. Already we have finished up the problems of the depreciated, that is calculation of the depreciation in our previous few lectures, and valuation also. Okay, but still for the practice purpose I'm repeating some problems. Okay, please, if you are having the laptop or the computer or anything with you in future, please download estimator 2.0. Estimator 2.0, you can see my pointer which I am scrolling. Estimator 2.0, it's a free version software, huh? You can download it from the internet. Estimator 2.0, if you find difficulty, I will share the this software with everyone. It's a free software and it's a very handy software as far as our quantity estimation is considered. Okay, I am also in the learning phase to learn this software, but whatever the part which I learned previously of this particular software, I find it's very nice software to derive all categories of the quantities. Okay, just put the tag as estimator 2.0 free software in your Google. Okay, you will and download it and install it on your computer or laptop, whatever you are having. And after installing it, here are some frequently asked questions for this particular software. Some sample they have mentioned over here. Here is a user guide, some tutorials are there how to learn this software, user guide is there. Okay, videos are there, demos. Please please look towards my pointer. Here are some tutorials, user guides, demo, how to use this software, everything is there. Okay, uh, I am also in the, as I said earlier, I am also in the learning phase to learn this software. But make sure you learn this software completely and you are having a good command of using this software. It is very useful and handy software as far as this quantity estimation is considered. Please learn this software. It's a free version available to each and everyone. You can put it. Okay, username and password is also being here, some username and password is required for this particular software, that is been also be there. I think civil 123 something like password is there. Okay, so for free version, that's of password also they are going to provide it to you. Okay, some username and password we require, so they will provide you. Okay, some civil 123 is there. I just forgot the username and password at this particular time. So please download this software and try to learn this software. Estimator 2.0. Okay, everyone, please note down this. Please download it in your laptop and try to practice it. It will give you the bread and butter also. Okay, if you will have a good command of using this software, you can derive the quantities by your own using the software, and then you can start. It will help you. Some demos also they have given. I think software password is required. Assets, contacts. They have mentioned somewhere password. I just forget at this particular time. Okay, and I will let you know about this software password also. Estimator 2.0 user friendly password. Huh? Username and password also. Please download it and try to learn it. That is the first request from my side for everyone. That will provide you bread and butter also. You can start deriving all the quantities. Okay, that is what I want to share with everyone. And one more thing, yes, I don't know how many of you are using YouTube. I think everybody is using YouTube, na? So if you go on YouTube, okay, here I can show you, everyone can see my screen. I have bookmarked, just a minute, YouTube. Just a minute, it will take some time. There is one channel called as Udyog Vardhini, and that will provide you, okay, training. There's, you can see my pointer, you can see my screen here. Okay, Udyog Vardhini is there. Okay, there is one channel, Udyog Vardhini. Okay, and here, if you subscribe this channel Udyog Vardhini, okay, here this particular channel is run by Ashoka Training Institute, okay, which is in Nasik, and which will provide you lots of videos regarding quantity estimation, some useful very nice and useful information. They are every day they are putting some one lecture of our construction related. Okay, like here you can see contractor billing. There are so many channels, but I find this is again a very nice channel. You can subscribe it and you can listen the channels over there. Okay, you can see their videos also, very nice videos which are related to our construction sector. Okay, only you can go for the uh, whatever the lectures which are been there for our construction sector, tendering and their types and analysis. So there are many good channels. There are so many you can see in my subscription list also. um, some of you I can share civil engineering fieldwork expert. Okay, this is again another very nice channel that I am daily using, that will improve my knowledge also. There are so many videos they are going to post every day. There are so many channels, but I'm just suggesting few which are good one. Okay, I know you, this part you already known, that some you on YouTube you will get each and everything related to construction sector, but out of which some few good channels which every any you can see the subscribers list 235K, that is around 235,000 subscribers are there. Okay, so some nice videos they are going to post every day. You will get some good knowledge. If you don't have any field experience, you can learn from their videos also. Okay, so you can see the lots of videos are there which are very gives you some essential good information. There are so many on YouTube. You can subscribe few of them and you can start learning from them. Okay, so please subscribe few channels which will improve your knowledge and which will give you correct. It is not like that this, because nowadays if you observe on YouTube also, some channels are there, but which will provide you some wrong information also. That is not authenticate. So again, you should have the knowledge which channel you are going to subscribe. Okay, because you are learning, but if the material is having some wrong assumptions, then your learning is going to be in the wrong direction. Okay, so please subscribe few channels which are very good one. I have subscribed this channel and I find it very nice useful channel. Okay, then Uddagavardhini, as I said, every day related to quantity estimation they are putting something, okay, on that channel. So you will have some knowledge about that. So at first, whatever the my suggestions, download the estimator 2.0 software and learn it, and also give me some, if you are having some good inputs about that, good, if you have learned more than me, please share your knowledge with me also, sir. I have performed this project, okay, using that estimator 2.0 software, because I am also in the learning phase. I've tried my best to learn in a short span, but not possible. So I have decided no, I'm not restricting that with myself. Please, everyone learn this software. Very nice and free software. It's a handy software. Okay, you doesn't want to invest a single rupee for that. Just download it and use it for your betterment. Okay, at least you will have some calculations in your mind. Actually, how you are going to use that software, I just tell you. You are having the drawing, you have to input the dimensions and you will get the quantity automatically. Okay, so dimensions, only you have to put it, and you can able now, everyone is able to read the drawing, I hope. प्लॅन तुम्हाला वाचता येतो, प्लॅनवरून डायमेन्शन्स तुम्ही निश्चितचपणे पुटअप करू शकता. ठीक आहे, मग हे जे डायमेन्शन्स तुम्हाला पुटअप करा, फक्त प्लॅन बघायचा, त्याचे डायमेन्शन्स त्याच्यामध्ये पुटअप करा, तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यूज भेटतील. आय विल ट्राय माय बेस्ट. आय विल अरेंज वन एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर ऑफ दॅट ऑल्सो, of that using 2.0 software, estimated 2.0 software. Okay, one of my friend is very good in using that software, so I will try that also. So less than 1 minute is left to conclude this session. So if you are having any doubt, please let me know. You can put it in the chat box. You can send me the message, and we will meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I have noted your attendance, so don't worry about the attendance. So if the session ends, it's a goodbye from my side. Take care of yourself, your family members. Thank you for attending the lecture. We will meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Okay. If you are having doubt, please call me, send me message, or any way of communication. You can find it better. Thank you for attending the lecture. I conclude this session over this particular time. Goodbye.